up, squad? MizzyWorld Entertainment is back to present another episode of MadMizzy Sports. We are the hosts. I'm Mad Mizzy, Quant Show Love, and Ron Money in the building. What's the deal, fellas?
What's going on, everybody? What's the deal? What up, squad? Special shout out to the chat.
Yes, sir, as usual.
What's happening?
Happy Juneteenth, too, guys.
Yes, sir. Happy Juneteenth. Happy Juneteenth. Hope everybody having a successful or a chill, relaxed, adventurous day. It's rainy out here though for us in Philly, so I mean, I'm pretty sure everybody probably chilling in the crib, you know what I mean? What's going on though? What up? What up? What up? Y'all know the routine. Q, you wanna take off?
Yeah, guys, like I said, happy Juneteenth. But guys, if you're looking to support the guys over here at the MadMizzy Sports Show, you can do so through the Cash App, which is the dollar sign What Up Squad. Again, if you're looking to support the guys over here at the MadMizzy Sports Show, you can do so through the Cash App, which is the dollar sign What Up Squad. And I already see a couple guys in the live chat already putting What Up Squad in the chat. So guys, new
Yes,
supporters, when y'all
sir.
come
Yes,
in,
sir.
drop a What Up Squad in the chat for the team.
Yes, sir. Y'all know how it go. You feel me? But y'all know the routine. Before we jump into the rundown, make sure y'all hit that subscribe button, that alert button, that like button, that share button. Get ready to comment on everything because we want to know what y'all thinking just as much as what we think. You dig what I'm saying? And we started off with, of course, Game 6 of the NBA Finals, man. And yeah, what should Tyrese Halliburton play? That's first and foremost, man. Let's start off there. Who want to take off first?
I mean, it ain't no question. Should he play? If he could play, he should play. But if you do play, I don't want to hear no excuses. You know what I'm saying? If you on that court, you got to give a solid effort out there, man. You know this team need Tyrese Halliburton to perform for them to have a chance to win this game, and they need this game. So to me, he plays, and if you do play, no excuses, man. Um, your road dogs, your support, your crew, the other guys on the Indiana Pacers, I'm sure they're gonna be ready to play, and they're gonna be more than prepared to play. I'm sure they well coached. All you missing is for Tyrese Halliburton to show up and show out because they definitely need this game. If not, the series is over, and we looking at what some believe the start of a dynasty out there in OKC. That's just me throwing sauce on the joint. You know what I mean? But no, this would be one in a potential uh dynasty situation for the OKC Thunder. So shout out to them. What you got, Ryan?
Yeah, yeah. Shout out to the Mad Mizzy Sports Show. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to everybody
Definitely.
rocking with.
Squad.
This game 6 of the NBA Finals. So I mean, you want to give it your all. I mean, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. So if you got to go out there and try and give it your all, go ahead, bro. Go ahead. Just go ahead and do it because this could be your final game of the season, and you don't want to lose in front of your fans that have been rocking out faithful all year. You want to try and make a legacy of your name. So go out there, help your team out, try to score some buckets because game 5, man, it was a no show. Not scoring no buckets, only scoring 4 points, and you is the engine of the team. So look, man, if you got to go out there and play on one leg, God bless you with
Got to
another
score
leg.
on that
So,
one leg though. You got to score on that one leg. Can't be out
you
there
gotta,
bull jiving.
right, right. I mean, but even if you got to be a decoy, somebody else gonna have to score. You know what I'm saying? Because we already know what you're dealing with. Even if you can be 100%, but like this could be your last game of the season, bro, in front of your own fans, and you don't want to pull up another zero, another 0 for 6. I mean, like you don't not on your home court, you can't go out like that because the you think you're not no superstar now. We all gonna be talking about you. You know what I'm saying? But I like you.
That's a
I
fact.
like you. Tyrese. I really like you. I really like his game. So you know, I
Facts.
don't
You just
want.
you said that when the trade happened. You feel what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
yeah. I don't want to. I don't want to come on the Mad Mizzy Sports Show and be like, he the reason why they lost. They lost in the finals, even though he only averaging 15 points. But still, like it gets like that with these piranhas coming to get you. So, but when it's your final game on your home court, you can't go out like you can't go out like that, man. It's the NBA. It's the NBA finals, baby. This is some guys will never make it back to this platform. So if you got to go out there on one
Exactly.
leg and perform, go ahead and do it, bro. Go ahead. Go ahead, bro. Go ahead. Hopefully the Pacers come out and win.
I only asked that question because I mean we done seen Damian Lillard just this past series. I mean this in this playoffs pop his Achilles trying to get back out there. We didn't even know that Jason Tatum was going through anything. I don't even think he was hurt or anything like that. He just popped his Achilles, and we know how those strains can kind of lead down there. And we know that Tyrese Halliburton is the future of the Indiana Pacers. But I completely agree with you guys, man. He got to go out there. He got to play. He played what 26 minutes after he injured his leg, and yeah, he looked a little off, but I mean, it didn't look crucial in my eyes. You feel what I'm saying? You give them what they had 48 hours off. Last time they played was what Monday, right? Yeah, so they had 48 hours off all of today. You feel what I'm saying? So he should be a lot better in a lot better shape than he was in Game 5, and they need him, man. At the end of the day, what's the record? I believe they're 8-1, 9-1 when he scores 20 or more in this playoff. So he got to go out there and he got to try to be aggressive. And if he can't be aggressive, then I don't think he should play because I don't think he's a decoy type because he's not a scorer. You get what I'm saying? He's not Steph.
Right.
You get what I'm saying? He's not Dame. He's not James Harden. He's not Kyrie. He's not Luca. He's not one of these dudes where it's like no matter what you got to guard him because if you don't, he gonna be knocking shit down. We seen they really wasn't guarding more in Game 5, so he has to at least be a threat out there. He has to present some type of threat on the floor. And if not, then he gotta see if the other guys can take over. You feel what I'm saying? So Q kind of already touched on it. I want to know what y'all keys to tonight are, and if the Oklahoma City Thunder do end up closing it out, where does this land them? Are they one of the best teams ever? I mean, you think about 68 regular season wins, 68 regular season wins, NBA championship, NBA MVP. Where would you put them?
Well, to answer your first question about what do I think they got to do tonight, assuming that Tyrese Halliburton is healthy, I mean, we know what the formula is for them to win. Tyrese Halliburton got to get started early.
Right.
Tyrese Halliburton got to oppose the threat early because when he get going,
Right.
he opened up shots for guys like Pascal Siakam and guys like Obi Toppin and guys like Nimhar and guys like Mathurin and guys like Naismith. So we know the
Yeah.
names on Indiana Pacers who could benefit from Tyrese Halliburton getting it going early. So that's the keys to success. I mean, I'm sure they got an NBA final championship caliber coach. Yeah, I mean he won a chip with the Marys back in the day, but Rick Carlisle, I expect for him to have them at least prepared to play ball. So last game I think I went to take OKC for the spread. Tonight I'm taking Indiana to cover the spread. I don't know if that's gonna make them win, but they definitely should cover the spread at home. They got
Right.
guys like TJ McConnell who's been an engine to that second unit. So I do think they come and play up tempo. They're gonna try to, take up the pace with that crowd. They got a good crowd. Indiana, I want to shout out to Indiana because that is a dope basketball town. You know what I mean? They've been known for football for a little minute, but I feel like the town is supporting a basketball team, and I wouldn't be surprised if Indiana win this one. But I am looking to lean a little bit
Who's
more
your state, bro?
OKC. Huh?
Who's your state? They always been a pretty big basketball town, but
No,
Peyton
but now
kind
you
of made them
see
a
it though. You
football
see
team.
the
Yeah,
pride though. You
for
see it in
sure.
the
It's
Pacers'
definitely on
pride.
stage. It's on a
Yeah, it's on
national
the main
stage
stage. I don't know if
for
they
sure,
ever
for sure, for
felt
sure.
this. Like was this tempted? Like right now,
No,
this
no,
fan base
agreed,
think that this
agreed,
team got a real chance to win the finals. Whereas though
for sure,
before, you know what I mean,
for
Indiana versus
sure.
the Lakers, I don't really think they felt like they had a
Oh
chance
hell no,
against
hell
Kobe,
no,
not
hell
Kobe,
no.
Shaq.
You
But
just
this,
you just happy being there in that one. You feel what
yeah,
I'm
but
saying?
this Pacers team got a fan base and a following. Maybe it's because Pat McAfee is always on at the first take. It just seems so real to me. Yeah, I mean, I wasn't really that tapped into the Indiana market before Pat McAfee. You know what I'm saying? But
Yeah, shout out Pat.
I think they're gonna be well prepared. But I'm still riding. I'm still leaning with OKC. I just think that when they got that game four, I felt like that game was the deciding factor because that let them know even with our back against the wall, we still could beat y'all, and that was the confidence that they showcased for game five, game six. I mean, for game four, game five, and hopefully game six, and they close it out tonight in the end. But I don't think Indiana going down without a fight though. They definitely want to put up a fight. And your second point,
Great.
what was your second point about OKC being a 6 to 8 win team? Yeah, OKC, like I
All
said,
time. Where you
they
got
win
them?
this. They win this chip that's setting the foundation for us to be looking at the next wave of dynasty, which is the OKC Thunder. I feel like they team built for longevity. You know, disregard some sort of catastrophic injury to SGA. But right now, the way the team is currently constructed, they could compete for the next 4 or 5 years at a high level to where
Definitely.
it's though, you know what I mean? They could squeeze 3 out of 5, maybe 4 out of 5, the way the team is assembled. So I'm just looking to the future, and I do think that the OKC Thunder is well equipped to at least get about 2, 3 in the next 5, 6 years. So yeah, that's what the future looking like.
What's your keys for the night,
My
Ryan?
perspective.
Yeah, so the X factor for the night game is definitely Tyrese Halliburton. You can't go out there and put up another donuts and field goals. So you got to bring the energy, feel the energy off that home crowd, and you just got to ride with it, man. I understand you injured, I really do, but you don't you
Yep.
your team needs you the
Gotta
most,
ride that
man.
adrenaline.
You got to ride that adrenaline, man. Your team needs you, man. So he got to come out there with just like this his last game, and
Cause
it
if
can
he
really
really that
be.
hurt, don't play. If he really that hurt, sit out. But you know why he not gonna sit out? Cause he really ain't that hurt. If you want in court, Tyrese, bro, you better, you gotta, you
I
gotta, you
mean,
gotta ball. You gotta ball.
I don't want to say that he really not that hurt, but
If
I
you want
mean,
in court, you gotta
he's
play.
not effective. But he's not effective this whole series, man. He been if OKC ended the night and we come back and on the MadMizzy Sports show and say why did they lose this series, he's going to be the reason why they lost the series because he only averaged 15 points. That's not enough. That's
And I'm
not
gonna
enough.
contribute that to the defense of the OKC Thunder and not some injury that bugged him in game 4. Come on, man. What happened with game 1, game 3? So you wasn't injured those
Facts. He
games where y'all
been
was winning.
facts. Facts.
I can't. But I hear what you're
And I
saying,
do
Ryan.
agree.
You
I
make a
feel
good
like, and I
point.
agree with Ron, man. Like the vultures is waiting to say this is why we said you was overrated, bro. So he gotta like, bro, if you gonna go out there and play your game, and of course he's a key in my opinion. But you still giving your keys though, Ron?
Yeah. My OKC thing. If they conquer this championship, we could definitely looking at the next dynasty in the West because once you do this, how many more can you win? You know what I mean? I ain't gonna say it get easy, but it don't get harder. You
Hmm.
know what I'm saying? I mean, what? Who the only competition? AE and you still got the goat Curry over there. So if we don't got to get through Curry, we could run it back. We can run it
Listen,
back. You
man.
Houston's
know?
What
still
if
young
that
out
joint end
there,
up like
and they just paid Ime. You know what I mean?
Right.
So Houston definitely liking their
it could
chances. So
easily
I mean, but
be?
I mean, I definitely get what you're saying, man. And but what about this specific season though? You talking about the future? Y'all both said the future, but what would y'all like? Would y'all
68
put them up
wins.
there? What was one of the great teams?
Yeah,
You get
you
what I'm
have
saying?
to. You have to. 68 wins. It'll be like the Warriors in 14. It'll be like the Bulls in 96. You like, come on, man. Come
Ooh,
on, man. You have
96 Bulls. That's
you have
heavy.
to. You have to. They
That's
got the job
heavy.
done and they didn't go to 7. So
No, I don't know. I don't know. I
I
disagree. I
mean,
don't. I feel like in the NBA,
I
winning
mean,
when
I
winning
mean,
one don't solidify no nothing concrete in the NBA. In the NBA, they doing it by back to backs or when you're a
all right,
great
Agreed.
that's true.
team. When you
That's
when you're a
true. That's
great
true.
That's
team,
what I
one
wanted to hear.
season.
That's
Yeah,
kind
that's
of why
true.
y'all went
Yeah,
towards
that's
the
true.
future, because that's what would
That's
make this
true.
team great. Is if they
And
did
it'd be like
start
they
to
played
run
the
off
fourth
and run off
seed.
more in the future.
And
Yeah,
it
you
was like
got to
they
win
played the
more than
fourth
Completely
seed in
one.
the
agree.
other conference.
Completely agree.
So they ain't really play the best team in the other conference. So all right, that's true. That's true.
I
No,
But
mean,
I'm
they,
just
listen, the
saying
Pacers
one
is the team
season
that
don't
got
make
there.
you
I really
no
don't. It ain't
all
even that. I
time
feel it's
great.
about like, yeah,
I
yeah.
mean,
It's all
no,
about
no,
you got to do.
no,
You got to sustain
hold
it. Like I feel like if they don't, like just like the Bucks a couple years ago, everybody thought Giannis was about to take the league over. You get what I'm saying? So it's like, but you forget about that one. Well, you don't forget about it, but
it
he's
don't
not
hold
viewed the
weight.
same no
It
more.
don't hold
Exactly,
weight.
it's not
Yeah,
viewed the same
one
no more
one
Yeah,
one ain't
as
getting
yeah,
that.
yeah,
if you
yeah.
win
No,
multiple in
I
a
agree,
short
I
time
agree with
frame. You
that.
get what I'm saying?
I agree
So
with that.
that's why I
Or
get
if you
why y'all
won,
went
or
to
if you
the
went,
future with this. You get what I'm
Right,
saying? I get why
or
y'all
if
right,
say
you
that. You
you
get what
or
I'm
if
right,
you
saying?
right.
outpace the 72 win bull, like maybe if they win 73 games or go undefeated, but winning one chip don't solidify you as no all time great team. Not in the
Yeah.
NBA.
I
Facts.
mean, they won 84 games though. You know what I'm saying? So they gonna put them on that list. You know what I'm saying? They're gonna put them on a high pedestal, but it's gonna be
Not with
like
one. Not with one. They won't.
I hear you. But that's what I'm saying. It can happen again, though. You know what I'm saying? Like this team's so good, it can happen again.
Yeah,
So
but
they,
you overlooking teams that did much better for much longer.
no, that's true. And it
This
was
team
against
not
teams
better.
that were
This
good.
team not even better than Kobe and Shaq Lakers.
That's true. That's true. That's true. And look who they playing in the finals. This team
But
don't
they
hold no
could
water.
get there if they win multiple. You get what I'm saying? We might eventually be like, damn, they was better than Kobe and Shaq Lakers. You feel what I'm saying? But you
I don't
just with
know.
one, you
I don't
can't say
know.
They
that.
might
If they
get
would have played
three, but I
Boston
don't
this
know.
year, if they would have played
But I don't
Boston
know.
this
I mean,
year,
they won three straight, so Kobe and Shaq Lakers is
And that's what I
held
was
in
about to
high
say, which led
regard,
me to my next
very
point.
high regard.
right,
You know what I
They
right.
mean?
could they could beat
What y'all
Indiana
think?
this
What's the
year.
chat? What y'all think? Can they get up there with the Kobe and Shaq Lakers? I like that. I like that one from Q. You feel what I'm saying?
No, I'm
As
saying it
a
because I'm
starting
like,
point.
they beat Indiana for their first win. They fuck around
Mhm.
Right.
and beat the Sixers because I am a Sixers fan. If they could beat the Sixers for that second one, and I don't know if
How
Brooklyn
you
gonna
won
be
a
there
six
for three, but if they
L?
could beat the Knicks for a third one. That'd be three straight. Indiana,
I'll say the
Sixers,
Celtics.
Knicks.
I'll say the Celtics before anybody. You got to beat the Celtics because
The
coming in the
Celtics
season, the
ain't
Celtics
gonna
is
be
the best
back
team.
next year, Ryan. The Celtics is
Not
flatlined
next
for a
year. Not
second.
next year. I agree. I think the Sixers will be a bigger threat next year than the Celtics.
Yeah, the Celtics
If
gonna be
if health,
flatlined.
if
They gonna
health is,
be
you know what I'm saying? It's all about health with the Sixers. You know what I mean?
yeah, and they don't even know what their team gonna look like next year.
Facts.
Yeah, but still, but coming in the season, the Celtics was the best team in the East. You know what I'm saying? So
And
you
now they're
can't.
compromised, Ryan. You got to
Yeah,
change
without
when the
JT,
fact
I don't
change.
think
They're
you coming in thinking
compromised.
they the best team in the East. You putting them up there?
I
I mean,
still
the
put them.
East still kind of not,
I still
but
put
I
them
don't
up
think
there.
Jalen Brown is up there as a superstar in my eyes as a team that I'm looking as a player that I'm looking like can win the Eastern Conference without Jason Tatum. You
Finals
get what I'm saying?
MVP,
Like I don't,
Jalen Brown. Finals
JT. I
MVP.
mean, that should have went to JT. He led them in every category. So I ain't trying to hear that bullshit. Yeah, Finals MVP. Just like if Steph would have got hurt the next year, I ain't think Iggy was carrying the motherfucking Warriors. You feel me?
Right, right.
Now he got robbed. Now he got robbed. He got robbed.
Prime, no Jason Tatum, no Porzingis, no Al Horford, no,
Now
no, no,
Porzingis
Right.
ain't
no,
got
no. They the
Facts.
What's
Celtics,
Porzingis injury? What is
huh?
Porzingis injury?
Porzingis about to get dealt
For who?
Yeah, I think he done.
for anybody. They about to get rid of him. They got a new
They too much.
ownership.
There's too much money on the cap. There's too
Yeah,
much
it's
money
too
on the
much money in
board
the
for this
cap. They
season.
can't re-sign
Yeah,
everybody, right? The Celtics ain't gonna
yeah.
be the
And
same.
KP want to
I
check.
still
KP
got
want
him
to
in the
check.
top.
You know
I
what I
still
mean?
got him in the top 5 team in the East.
How they gonna be a top
Top five.
Ryan?
That don't mean that you actually contended for the Eastern Conference though. I don't think the top. I mean, you got
I mean,
the Pacers. That was a four seed, but I ain't trying to hear that. That's a one
come
off.
on, man.
That's a
Stop,
one off.
man.
I ain't
Don't
trying
take
to
it
hear
like
that.
that. The Pacers nowhere
Tell me
near the
another
Yo, the
top
four
team.
seed,
Celtics
right?
ain't
Get
no.
out of here. I
At
ain't
this
trying to
point,
hear
the Celtics ain't
The
no
Pacers
top
is
five team
nowhere
in the
near the
East,
top
Ryan.
team. Bro, look at this roster. Who was on this roster? Like, yeah, the
that. That's a
Pacers is a
fact.
lot.
That's a fact. That's a fact. That's a
It ain't
fact.
the Celtics. It ain't the Celtics.
Come on, man.
Right.
Come on, bro. You is
Celtics
being
ain't no
taken.
top
They
five
gonna be
team,
knocking
Ryan.
on your door. They gonna
Facts.
be
They about to
knocking
kick
on
my
your
man
door.
door.
They gonna be knocking on this door. Get this fully war out of here.
All right, my key for tonight, though, man. Of course, we know we said Tyrese Halliburton, but for me, it's the turnovers, man. I mean, we focused on this throughout the playoffs, throughout the series. We know that the Pacers and the Thunder thrive on turnovers to get out, to run, to start their offense, to get their offense jump started. And the Pacers, they can't operate if they turning the ball over. You get what I'm saying? So Tyrese
Man, no
Halliburton,
team.
that's the number one thing. If you're gonna go out there, you're gonna ball. Make sure y'all gonna take care of the ball. Get the ball to Pascal Siakam. He's a bucket. He's a mismatch out there. And Miles Turner, man, is we gonna get a Miles Turner showing from this series? You get what I'm saying? So we done got some showing from T.J. McConnell, Benedict Mathurin. We done got some. We ain't really getting nothing from Aaron Neesmith or what's his name?
Them
Yeah,
hard.
Andrew Nemhard. But you asking them to guard SGA and fucking J Dub. So
Yeah.
hey,
Right.
listen, bro, that's a tall task to say go out there guard SGA and Jalen Williams and be a threat on the offensive end. You get what I'm saying? So Miles Turner, listen, bro, they need a game. You feel what I'm saying? They need you to go out there, knock down some of them threes. You feel what I'm saying? So that's the only chance. Y'all know I had OKC in six though, so I'm gonna save my official prediction for the end of the show. But I ain't switching. I tell y'all that I ain't switching. We got some news in the NFL though, man. We spoke on Jair Alexander hitting the market from the Green Bay Packers on Monday. He officially signed for less money with the Baltimore Ravens to play with his college teammate Lamar Jackson. What is your reaction?
I mean, shout out to Baltimore, man. Y'all know I ain't the biggest Ravens supporter, but shout out to Baltimore. This does, make them more formidable on the defense. But with me, man, it all comes down to that quarterback position.
For sure.
And Lamar Jackson just ain't gonna never figure it out. I just don't got him figuring it out. You know what I mean? I just don't see where he put his pride to the side and really play ball because us as quarterbacks, we want to win it, man. I mean, Jalen Hurts did it. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to Jalen Hurts and the Eagles. But
Yeah, you was the biggest doubter. The biggest. That's why I'm laughing.
I was a supporter, but yeah, I mean, he cost us some games. He cost us some games.
Two Super Bowls. Played great in both of them, bro.
But I do think, but at one point last year, I was saying the Super Bowl was gonna be Baltimore versus the Eagles. I really, even though I hate
For
Baltimore, that's what
sure.
it was
For
looking
sure.
like
For
for a
sure. For
long
sure.
time, yo.
You definitely had
Y'all,
that
y'all
as a
remember
pick
when
at
we was
one
on the
point.
show?
At one point. For
At
sure.
one
For
point, it was
sure.
looking like Baltimore versus the Eagles. Now we did our job. We showed up.
We.
Baltimore wasn't there. Baltimore wasn't there. So I gotta
Fact.
go with
That's a fact.
I
That's a
gotta go
fact.
with what they showed me and for right now, man.
Can't argue that.
But I do think this move do progress them. Like I said, maybe this makes them one of the best defenses of the league next year. But we got to see what Lamar Jackson going to do with all the assets he got available, man. Because Baltimore, you can't get no better. Y'all look just like
For
us.
sure. I
Baltimore look
agreed.
just like
Agreed.
the Eagles.
Agreed. 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 Agreed.
But it
Really
does.
agree.
This move definitely does ensure their defense and got them headed in the right direction. Unless he had cancer in the locker room. We don't know nothing about that. We ain't saying
He only
that,
had
but
the little one incident where he thought he was going to be the captain. What was that when they played Dallas or no? When they played Carolina, right? When they played the Panthers, yeah. He thought he was about to be captain and he walked out there, but they told him not to. He got. I think they
dang.
sat him down the next game or something like that. But I mean, not that much for real. For real, his big issue is staying healthy. Go ahead, though,
Right.
Ryan.
Yeah, no, I think this is a good move. You win a you this division is always going to be competitive every time they play each other. So you in a division with Jamar Chase, T Higgins, DK Metcalf, and whoever Cleveland got. You know what I'm saying? So if we could get somebody that could run with these Bulls, maybe we got a shot. You know what I'm saying? But it all comes down to Action Jackson. It really
For
does.
sure.
So if he can get out of whatever he's in or whatever funk he in, you go out there and play and run your movie. You know what I'm saying? So
Hmm.
everything gonna be good. Or you could just hand the ball off to that 250-pound horse that don't nobody want to tackle. I don't understand why we sign a horse and don't want to use him. You know what I'm saying? But that's even here or there because you see the flags in the back. But but this literally just put all the pressure on Lamar. So the defense is gonna be all right. You got a cornerback that can run with all these receivers in the division. So that
they
shit.
stacked him on the
Long as
defensive
he
back
stay
side.
healthy, because he got some health concerns. He ain't been on the field in a minute, but still, this kid, 28, 27, prove it deal, and I think he gonna go out there and prove it. It's only 1 year, so he gonna have to go out
Hmm.
there and prove it if he want to stay in Baltimore. If we talking about a Super Bowl roster that everybody say they has, 1 year deal, prove it deal. He go out there and prove it. They go to the Super Bowl and lose, re-sign him back, go back to the Super Bowl and probably you could probably win one. So I like it. I like it. Just Lamar, man. You got your homie in there. Now you got to do your job. So I like it. I
Definitely.
like the move. I like the move.
I love the move, man. I love the move, man. So you revamped that defensive backfield, man. Marlon Humphreys had a great year last year. Nate Wiggins had an awesome year last year. He was just up there with the cornerback from the Eagles, Kenyon Mitchell, as far as like shut down and not giving up any big play. I think they were one of the few cornerbacks in the entire NFL as rookies. You feel what I'm saying? That didn't give up big plays or big long touchdowns. You get what I'm saying? So they out there, they nice, they young. It is just a 1 year deal. It's a 1 year rental. You get what I'm saying? So he got to go out there and fit in and prove his worth. So I don't expect him to be a cancer. And I I think they definitely put the pressure on the Ravens and Lamar Jackson. Lamar, you hear them, bro? You feel what I'm saying? I'm just sitting there smiling because I got full faith that eventually he's gonna do it in his career. You get what I'm saying? He's still 28 years old. They stacked. I ain't gonna say they gonna do it this year. I'm not gonna jump off the rail or nothing like that. They stacked though. You get what I'm saying? But we know how things go. You feel what I'm saying? Uh, they he gave up and he had two turnovers in the first half in that playoff game. You can't have that. You get what I'm saying? He got to figure that out. But I love the way he approaches it. You get what I'm saying? And that's the narrative for every quarterback over there, bro. You feel what I'm saying? Y'all gotta win it. Y'all think Joe Burrow can just retire and not win a Super Bowl? Y'all think Josh Allen can just retire and not win a Super Bowl? And now I get that the Baltimore Ravens do have a better roster in people's mind, but Lamar Jackson had a great year last year. He just came up short on some silly stuff. But he sees it and he gets better every year. So me as a fan, I'm super confident that eventually he'll get it done. I don't know about those other two, but yeah, Lamar gonna get it done, bro. Don't worry about it, y'all. Lamar, you hear them? You hear them, man? Rock that ice grill next year, man. Let have everybody try to rock them ice grills as a quarterback, bro. You feel what I'm saying? So change the narrative, bro. Change the narrative. All it takes is one. Yeah,
Right,
man.
no ice grills. Then we getting Super Bowl trophies over here. We don't want ice grills. We want to come
Oh,
in
for
the
sure,
joint
for
with
sure,
Super Bowl
for
trophies.
sure,
Fuck all the ice
for
grills. No,
sure,
that's played out. That's so 2000.
But look, we know one thing
Super
though.
Bowl trophy.
Weeks 1 through 18,
for sure,
they're
for
gonna be a
sure.
solid team. Weeks 1 through 18, they're gonna be a solid team. We gotta
That's the
see
point.
what
They're
we
gonna
gotta
be
see.
there every year with Lamar Jackson. You feel what I'm
We
saying?
gotta
Okay.
And
see what
I
y'all do in the
listen. I
playoffs,
can't argue that
Baltimore.
you say he don't. You don't think he's ever gonna figure. I can't argue that. You get what I'm saying? My only thing is no MVP is ever not, and he's only 28, and he gets better every year. You feel
We
what I'm
gotta
saying? 40
see.
plus
Weeks one through
touchdowns last
18, we
year,
know they're gonna be nice.
four
We know they're gonna be
interceptions. You feel
nice.
what I'm saying? So, and last year even in the playoff game, like I know y'all was ready to come in ramming once they was down big, but I mean they lost with Mark Jackson in the second half, bro. You feel what I'm saying? They played flawless in that second half. They win that game. So and
Yeah.
yeah, Lamar, you can't have that. You can't have that as turnovers, but he played flawless in the second half, and
Hey
that's all you
chat,
ask
look
Yeah.
out for the
for
Bengals, chat.
as a quarterback. You feel what I'm saying? Is to play flawless when the game is on the line. You feel what I'm saying?
Hey
We
chat,
seen Tom
Baltimore,
Brady be down 28-5. You feel what I'm saying? You don't come back without a team effort. You get what I'm saying? So,
Cincinnati gonna be
or
prepared,
no,
chat.
28-3. I said
Yeah.
28-5. I don't even know how you get to 28-5.
Hey
I
It
would have
don't matter.
said
chat,
It don't
25.
matter what it is. He got
Cincinnati got
came
something to
back.
say.
He came back. You
Oh,
heard me?
Cincinnati, they better worry about signing Trey Hendrickson or something. Yeah, yeah, that's what they better worry about.
You talking about Cincinnati? What is he talking about?
But y'all know, y'all see where I'm rocking, man. Y'all see where I'm rocking, man. I wish he was on my Niners, man. That's all I wish, bro. So I wouldn't be so split out here. Let's get over to some more NBA news, though, man. We spoke about the rings, and this is why, like I said, when y'all brought up with, hey, Lamar, you definitely got to do it. I'm not arguing that at all. I just got to believe. You feel what I'm saying? But what do y'all think about LeBron James and his take on ring culture? Do y'all think it's bad? Do y'all think ring culture is bad for sports in general, NBA specifically?
As far as ring culture being bad, no, it's not bad. I think this is LeBron James's way to trying to steer the narrative of whatever young minds is out there that's willing to listen to the nonsense he's
Whatever
spilling.
y'all want.
Man,
Only young boys listen to this dickhead shit. You know what I mean? Right here, this is dickhead shit. And I don't mean to curse, but I gotta do it because we from Philly, and that's just what the bottom line is. When I
That's
first
definitely
heard
what we
this,
call shit that we don't agree with. Dickhead shit.
it's dickhead shit. First time I heard this, I was like, yo, this is dickhead shit. LeBron just trying to steer the narrative. That way, people still talk about him in a positive light now that his NBA career is nearing the end, and you just want to be able to. That's like you getting into a fight with somebody, right? Now, at the fight, it could go whichever way, but you know when you leave that fight, your people telling you won. Their people telling them that they won. That's just how that shit go. Unless it was a flawless victory, you know what I'm saying?
Right,
And
right,
that's the
right,
and
right. You're
that's the
getting different stories.
situation. And that's the situation. You know what I mean? LeBron just trying to control the narrative on his way out. That way nobody say, yo, LeBron, you finished before. Ain't no way you near Kobe. Ain't no way you on the level of Shaq. You know how like in Shaq heyday, everybody feared Shaq. But on
Yeah.
his way out, everybody start talking again on some Debo shit. When Debo real, we be quiet. But once he leave, we be talking again. And that's where LeBron at. He on his Shaq joint out, going out. You know what I'm
Hmm.
saying? while he was in the league, he was dominant, but he didn't do enough to be crowned the best ever on his way out. So this is
Right.
just his best attempt of controlling that narrative on his way out. But this is definitely a dickhead conversation. And ring culture is what we do it for. We do it for the rings. These
Right.
women do it for the rings. They want the wedding rings, and we do it for the sports ring. I mean, you play football, you want a ring. You play hockey, you want the ring. Baseball, you want the
Facts.
ring. We do it
Yeah.
for the rings.
Facts.
We
Right.
can't switch that up. We can't switch that up.
At
Yeah.
all.
Yeah, we're not gonna sit here and gonna be like not winning the championship is good. Like, come on, bro, stop it, bro. Your own fans came out and we couldn't have this narrative when you left Cleveland. You know what I'm saying? The first time we can't have this narrative. So if you would have stayed in Cleveland, this is what the championships is known for, your legacy. You know what I'm saying? So when you left Cleveland, it was a shot at your own legacy because everybody was going to come to play with LeBron. You can't
Yep.
tell me you ain't going to play with LeBron. But he did what he had to do to go win a championship. Now you're talking
Mhm.
about you don't got to win a championship. The only excuse we get these superstars when they can't win championship is how young they is. Like AE. Yeah, all right.
Mhm.
We know he got that. We know he's the young rising star. We know that. His
Right.
future is coming. But when is he
Right.
going to win the championship? Because he's
That's gonna
only
be the question
22.
eventually. Right. Right.
Eventually, he's going to have to get to that championship for his legacy. All right, yeah, he got a gold medal. How many gold medals he going to have?
Mhm.
You going to sit here and tell me he ain't going to want to win a championship and it's going to be all right because he never won a championship? You ask Barkley today if his legacy would have been way more than what he is. Yeah, we all know Barkley because we watched the highlights. Barkley was
Right.
really born,
Mhm.
but you ask him. They don't call him championship Chuck. They trying to tell him he not even supposed to be on the Hall of Fame joint because he don't got a championship.
Mhm.
But we ain't gonna knock him because his game was bad or he didn't win enough championships.
You good, Ron? And what happened with Ron Money?
I think his phone might have died.
Damn.
He started
Damn.
That's
talking that
crazy.
nonsense, and they was like, "Get him
Yeah,
off the
that's
line."
crazy. And
I
Peyton had
get what
two
Brown was,
rings.
huh?
Go ahead.
Peyton
Go
Manning
ahead.
got two rings, bro. You better Google Peyton Manning because you gonna be sorry if somebody tell you got two rings. Oh,
Right.
LeBron, you got four rings? Yeah, nah. Peyton Manning got two rings, bro. No, no, come on, know the history, man. We talking about Peyton Manning. He one of the greats. Even
Right.
even even with his one, he still would have been in the Hall of Fame.
Mhm.
So like, come
But you
on,
got to get
man.
that one.
That's
But my
just
thing
that's just
also is like,
man.
I don't want the whole ring culture to go out there as like bad, because then you seem like winning don't matter. That's as simple as it
Yeah,
gets, bro. You feel what I'm saying? Like, so, like at the end of the day, y'all are diehard like Philadelphia fans. You get what I'm saying? Like
yeah,
y'all root for the teams no matter what. What y'all want to see, bro? Y'all don't give a fuck about no MVP, bro. Y'all want to see
no,
some dubs. You feel what I'm saying? So just like, and when we just had this argument about Lamar Jackson, I'm not going to none of this, that, and the third. He got to solidify to shut y'all up with those rings. That's what we argue about. I'm not trying to. Oh no, well, listen, no, I believe he gonna do it. But bro, you got to do that shit. You feel what I'm saying? Because that's what we do it for. We don't do it for nothing
don't do
else.
it.
We go out there and compete
And
to win,
Miz, when
and you
has it
go out there to
become
compete
cool?
to win championships. You get what
And
I'm
when has
saying?
it
So
become cool for a player to rank themselves? I hate when players try to rank themselves.
yeah,
No, that's for
facts,
the
yeah,
fans to do. That's for us to
facts,
do.
Right,
That's for the
facts.
fans.
right,
That's for the
right,
That's for the
media.
debate team. Yep,
We
yep,
do the placing. How is
right.
LeBron still trying to control his narrative? Like, yo, you should have been gated up when you realized, like, yo, Jordan did something that I could never do. Because
and
my
for
thing
a
is
lot of
this.
people, especially for me, it's not about the six losses, bro. It's about how you lost some of them Jones, bro. You get what I'm saying? Miami, that first championship when you lost to Dallas cannot escape my mind, bro. You get what I'm saying? If you would have lost the way you lost to the Warriors that first time, where he was the best player by far, you get what I'm saying?
Right,
And
yeah,
listen,
right.
he just
He promised
overpowered every
that
time.
city. He
It's like, all
promised
right,
that
but
he
bro,
he
you see what I'm saying? You
but not just
folded in
that,
that
man.
first
He
final.
promised that city 7 rings. He said, "We not going one. We not going
Right.
two. We not going three." He did
Yep.
that to
And
himself,
then you did that. And then you
and he
did that.
keeps
And then
doing
you
it to
did that.
himself.
And then you
LeBron
did
is a
that.
habitual foot mouther. He a nigga that keeps putting his own foot in his own
Right,
mouth because he say
Foot
these
mouth.
things because he
right.
believe how great he is because he is great, but he not as
Facts. And
great
some
as he
people
think he
still
is.
think he's the GOAT. That's the crazy thing. You get what I'm saying? He's
He
still
got goat
the
numbers.
GOAT
He
to a
got
lot of
goat like
people's
numbers.
eyes.
He got
I just
goat
don't
like
get why
numbers.
he like, I don't know.
He
That's
got
all.
goat like numbers, but it didn't result. Yo, his career is closer to Wilt Chamberlain's than Bill Russell's.
Yeah, yeah,
His
for
career is
sure.
closer to Wilt Chamberlain than
Yeah,
Bill Russell's. And my thing is, you know what I
a
mean?
lot of visits to the championship, but
And a
didn't win a
lot of
lot. You get what I'm
losses.
saying?
A
And a lot
lot
of
of
losses. Yep,
losses.
yep.
Yeah, they say
Um,
Wilt. They say Wilt took some series off when he went against Bill Russell. He knew he couldn't beat him, so he didn't want to show up. Like, come on,
Yep,
bro. This is the
yep.
final.
Uh-huh. And Wilt from Philly. So listen, we holding everybody accountable. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So shout out Wilt. Shout out Wilt. You know what I mean?
But come
but
on,
LeBron
bro.
definitely had a lengthy career. But LeBron, you ain't the GOAT, bro. And you
Not
gave it
mine.
a nice
And
try.
some
You gave it
people,
a nice shot. LeBron gave it a nice shot. But SGA is the next up to give it a shot. You know what I mean?
We gonna talk about I don't know when it all started, bro. You basically started it when you said what he said. Yeah, we ain't winning one, we winning two, we winning three. Like, come on,
we
bro.
right.
Now it don't matter. But what are you talking about,
Facts.
bro?
Knowing
Facts.
how many people
Or
can't wait for that not to happen, so we could all be like, bro, you the one that said it.
what y'all think about TJ McConnell over or under 4.5 assists?
Depends on how many minutes he plays.
Nah. Like I said, you got people that think he the GOAT, man, but Mike is definitely the GOAT in my eyes, you feel what I'm saying? But I
Don't
don't
be
really
coming
think
on here
Bron
telling me
is
like
in that
one
debate if he doesn't go to 8 straight finals in the Eastern Conference Finals. That's
LeBron
winning.
ain't the GOAT.
You get what I'm saying? So like he's not in that conversation if he doesn't win. If he don't have four rings, you get what I'm saying? If he don't have that 3-1 comeback on the 72 or no, the 73 win Warriors team. You get what I'm
that.
saying? You don't
Yeah.
even have that argument if you don't win those rings. You get what I'm saying? So I don't think it's bad because at the end of the day, you play to win a game, man. You don't go out there for statistics in my eyes. You know what I'm saying? So
Don't be coming on here calling nobody no dummy, dog.
Yeah, well,
yeah.
KT.
Let's get into it though, man. Let's get the official prediction. Though. You said it depends on how many. I'm gonna go over for TJ because I think they're gonna need him, and I think they're gonna lean on TJ. I'm gonna go for
They should
over
have kept
because I can see
Ronnie,
him
man.
getting 5 assists tonight, five,
They
six
should have kept
assists.
Ronnie. He should. Rick Carlisle should have never brought Halliburton back in that game because TJ brought him back in the game. He should have never brought him back in the game. If he was that
Yeah.
hurt, if he was that hurt, he should have just let him. He should have just let him rock out.
I agree, Ryan. I agree. He should have. He definitely should have evaluated that the team was moving at a better pace with TJ at the helm. But you just don't know where when you looking at your superstar, you seen what he was able to do before. So I guess that's a gamble you got to take. But Rick Carlisle being the evaluator of players, he should have known that they had a better chance with sticking with TJ McConnell.
Yeah, that was
But he
definitely a
got him
bad
down to
decision.
two. He got him down to two, and next thing you know, they went back up 15. Like, come on,
Yeah,
bro, keep him in.
yeah, yeah. Hallie was ineffective. You feel what I'm saying? Clearly, 0 buckets. Official predictions, man. Who y'all taking tonight? Who y'all taking, man? They ending it.
Yeah,
Thunder ending
tonight,
it.
man, I'm going. I think OKC ended like I said before. I feel like once they figured them out at the game three, game 4, 5, 6. I feel like yeah, I mean they was able to focus, to refocus, and settle in. And now it's time to cut the head off. But I
Yep.
do stand by Indiana. I'm not going to say that they're going to just lay down and not put up. You know what I'm saying? Not fight back. I do think that tonight is going to be a closer game than the game before. And Indiana do have a chance to win, but I'm gonna just lean on OKC to close out Game 6. That'll make my man Mizzy look like a gypsy or somebody calling the future. But he did say OKC in 6, so let's make that happen. I think it's gonna happen
Yes,
tonight.
sir. Yes,
4-2
sir.
Thunder.
Yeah, man, championship team. Sometimes you gotta do it on the road. So I think they get it done tonight. I'm going with OKC, SGA MVP.
Yeah, same here, man. Like y'all said, well, like you put out so eloquently, I took OKC N6, so I'm not gonna change my predictions with them being on the brink of winning N6. And then, like I said, I just feel like the Pacers blew their shot in Game 4, man. If they would have went up 3-1, they had it, bro. They was what up 7 points, 9 points heading into the fourth quarter of Game 4 and lost that game. And then, in my eyes, that is when OKC kind of figured out the Pacers. They like, all right, we got them in the clutch time. We know they can't beat us throughout. They can't really hang with us throughout the game. So
Yeah.
I think they got them in they crosshairs. But 6.5 at home. that joint gonna be rocking. I'm gonna just go with whatever Q say because he definitely got game 5 right. You feel what I'm saying? He actually got game 4 and game 5 right. He got game 4 and game 5 right as far as the spreads go. So whatever Q say, that's what I'm going with for the
No,
spread.
no, no, no. We not letting you off the hook that easy. I will say this though, Miz. I will say this though, Miz. Don't hang your head on the 4-2 Thunder because I do believe that Indiana does have a shot tonight. I do think they have a shot tonight. But OKC gonna win this one, man.
For
OKC winning
sure.
in Indiana.
All right, if I gotta make a prediction, I say they cover the 6.5. I say they cover the six
Yeah.
and a half.
They gonna fight. They gonna try. They gonna try unless they just get obliterated. Unless they
Right.
just get obliterated. But I think Indiana tries. It ain't like they playing the OKC. You know what I'm saying? They playing the Indiana. They got that
Yeah.
crowd behind them. They
They
gonna
gonna have that,
fight.
Yeah, I
yeah.
think they covered. I
So
think they
so the
covered the
others
spread.
should play better. Others should play better. They should take care of the ball too. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
Be a lot more secure with the ball. What about you, Ron? What you think about the spread?
Yeah, I think they covered the spread. I think Indiana covered the spread.
Okay, we all on the coverage. You feel what I'm saying? All on Indiana covering that 6.5, but taking the elbow. You feel what I'm saying? So stay tuned. That should be a good game if it's going to be within 6 points coming down the stretch. And we'll be back tomorrow. Y'all know what it is, man. MadMizzy Sports, Mizzy World Entertainment. Q, you wanna send them out?
Yeah, shout out to all the everybody in the chat, man. No matter if you know us through Facebook, Threads, or however you found out
Wherever.
about the sports show. We love the support, and we gonna keep on coming as long as y'all keep coming. Guys, if you're looking to support the guys over here at the MadMizzy Sports Show, you can do so through the Cash App, $ What Up Squad. Again, if you're looking
Yes,
to support
sir.
the guys over here at the MadMizzy Sports Show, you can do so through the Cash App, which is the $ What Up Squad. And chat, you know what I mean? If y'all looking to talk to either me, Ron Money, or Mad Mizzy, you can find me on Threads. I'm always on Threads, talking sports or whatever, you know what I'm saying? So don't never be afraid to reach out and say what up, squad, man. That's what it is, guys.
Got anything, Ron?
Hey man, just keep rocking, man. Thanks for all the support, man. We appreciate it, man.
Yes, sir. Y'all know what it is. Happy Juneteenth. If you out there, be safe. If you had a cookout, why you ain't invite me? And man, we be back tomorrow, man. Enjoy the games. Be safe. Squad.
Squad, shout out to the chat, squad.